Collective, what's good? I'm your wacky wild high priest, chillin'. This is a last quarter moon in Aquarius, right before the sun dips into Gemini reading. Y'all know how I love a quarter moon. Thank you so much. I was born near a last quarter moon, I believe. Yeah. Yes. Crisis of consciousness. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I honor you. I honor our energetic exchange. I know that things look different, which is, I love when things look different. Everything is so staid and true, although I do love staid and true. But anyway, this isn't about me. It's sort of like blue. What do they say? Something borrowed, something blue. Oh my gosh, yes. So it is a celebration, but it could very well be a internal solitary type of celebration. Even if you are surrounded by many, I hope that we are all surrounded by a lot of love, light, right? As we integrate lessons learned from the past. This is one of those moons. The sun in Taurus meets with Saturn in the final minutes of Pisces. Right, sun in Taurus in the final minutes of Taurus, and Saturn in the final minutes of Pisces. They do talk to each other, and it could be one of those like heartfelt vibrations. But if you are in the higher, associating with a higher voltage, meaning you're really tuned in, tapped in, for some of us, this could happen right before we awake, which is so profoundly symbolic. And so I believe that the sun will ask Saturn, what can we take? And Saturn will, it's one of those final pop quizzes. And then eventually we do earn a reward from Saturn. But there's like one thing to take. I always say this: Saturn in Pisces is the don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, which means there's a lesson or many things you can learn from the previous year, 2 years. Jesus, like a lot, right? But you've probably already processed and assessed a lot of that. You're probably applying a lot of that. You are intelligent, and if you are in that spiritual zone, you are applying a lot of the lessons learned. And so now there's this one final, maybe something you thought you left behind, or you have access to something that you maybe thought you had to leave behind. And then the sun in Taurus in the final minutes of Taurus meets or squares with the moon in Aquarius, and it's sort of a very spiritual Tuesday on May 21st. Okay, and then the sun moves into Gemini right after that, a few hours after that, and then the moon moves into Pisces. And then a few days later, there are more things happening in the Gemini and Aries zone. So it goes from earth and water to fire and air. Anyway, wow. Can I read you the Sabian Oracle now? This is a little bit more astrology intensive. And then we'll kick into the tarot, because once again, I don't have many decks with me. I made a mistake by not packing an oracle deck on my person, but I'm waiting for the postal service to deliver. Come through, but we're good. We're good. Quote, you all know how I love quotes. This is Aquarius 30. Thank you very much. I'm reading Linda Hill's The Saving Oracle. I'll start with I'll jump ahead. The earth laughs in flowers. Quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Moonlit fields, once Babylon, are blooming white. Okay. That's the image. And then the oracle is an expression of purity, innocence, and the fruits of the past. Okay. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were a magnificent structure that long ago celebrated the rule of human culture. The gardens were said to be enormous structures with incredibly intricate watering systems. Love it. Okay. The oracle states, even though the grandeur of the past may be lost, changed, or damaged by war or time, the energy and power of a place remains. Okay. Yes, that's beautiful. I know it's heavy, it's deep, but it's beautiful. It's so spiritual. Can we get any more spiritual? No, maybe. We'll see. Aquarius vibes, right? This symbol reflects the permanence of the natural essence of a place, a person, an idea, or a civilization. The essence will long remain, and the seeds will sprout forth anew, as these moonlit fields are now blooming white. Okay. No matter what is thrown at something, the resilience and beauty of its spirit will continue to push through the odds. There may be a feeling that you are in the right place at the right time. All in all, this is cool, I think, right? This is one of my favorite. Aquarius 30 is one of my favorites, I would say. I mean, here we are. Oops, you may be a Cancer, because somehow I skipped to Cancer. Wow. Okay, or you may be dealing with one. Okay, hello. I was just talking about how cool Aquarius 30 is, and then I got thrown off by a Cancer. There may be a feeling that you are in the right place at the right time. All in all, your best qualities or your talents will be recognized and appreciated. When you are following a true path, you are able to rely on the support of the universe in its flow. This is the degree of the beginning of the age of Aquarius. As the energy of the age of a Pisces wanes, the age of Aquarius sprouts forth like a flower from the ruins of the old. Okay. So the keywords are rewards coming through from past generations, alchemy, reverence for things from the past, the Middle East and all things Middle Eastern, belly dancing, rebirths of old civilizations, grandeur, seeds of the past, becoming flowers and fruits of the present, records, fields that were once Avalon. Okay, the caution here is projecting the sins of the world onto people or places that are foreign. Disbelieving because there are no rational structures or support. Okay? This is a quote by Alan Bloom. We are like ignorant shepherds living on a site where great civilizations once flourished. The shepherds play with the fragments that pop up to the surface, having no notion of the beautiful structures of which they were once a part. Wow. Okay, I do love being super cheesy. A quote by Mao Zedong: letting 100 flowers blossom and 100 schools of thought contend is the policy for promoting the process of the arts and the sciences and a flourishing culture in our land. Alrighty. The dawn of the age, right? They've been talking about it since I was born, since like since the 60s, 1960s, for the newer generation. For those of you born in the 21st century. There was a 20th century that came before. Thank you for being here. I honor you. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine, white light protect us, protect me as I interpret for your divinity, for your spiritual exaltation, for your human evolution and growth through the Aquarian space, through the Aquarian times. What was I going to do? Should we do the wild unknown? Okay. Thank you very much for being here and for putting up with my geeky, wild mess. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I'm a creative. I'm a bitch. I'm bitchy. Earlier I was laughing. I watched the video that I recorded prior to this one, arrivals and departures, and I'm like shaking my head because I'm like, I'm lying that I said I could do a long distance relationship by texting. I'm like, I don't even touch my phone for like hours. So I'm sorry, I could not. I would text and then I would not reply. This isn't about me. This. Okay. What's good? How are you feeling? Okay. How are you? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you doing? This is the last quarter moon in Aquarius at around 29 degrees or 29.5 degrees. Happy birthday to the Taurus collective. Happy birthday to the Gemini collective. Okay. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? And what are you doing? 3 cards, please, from the wild unknown. Okay. Are you hydrating? Oh, there's a doggy. You're awakening. You're awakening. Okay. Okay. What are you thinking? What are you doing? There's a doggy. What are you doing? Okay, wow. I mean, you're doing it for sure. Temperance, Sagittarian vibration, and the Hangman, Piscean vibration. It is like you're persevering through whatever occurred. You're determining options. You're seeing your options open up. If not, you're at least determining what options are not good, and you're able to see the many options. It's not to say that there are like all your options are not good. It's to say that with the Sun in Gemini, you finally are able to perceive more in an organized manner, or in a mentally keen approach, or keen. What I mean is a keen, intelligent approach to see and like almost like compartmentalize, like see the difference between all your options. Whereas maybe in the last few months or in the last few weeks, you could have felt like you couldn't unravel it, right? But that's what you're doing. You're unraveling a lot of what's not permissible. You're not allowing the non-permissible in your vicinity, in your life right now. You have Temperance, Major Arcana number 14, and then you have Major Arcana number 12 side by side. Letting go, earning karma paid in kind now that you've been dealt the karma the karma that we talk about, which is mostly the also too earlier which is funny, I was thinking a lot about like how people use, which I always talk about, I always go on about it. I don't want to be like that type of person, but I do want to be that type of person to be like, y'all, we don't like give each other karma. Like we're just on a path that we have to do our karma. Like we have to work on our karma, right? And when you work on your karma, Saturn pays you. Like Saturn gives you good karma, right? So we come to many relationships to work through karma, relationship karma. We have a relationship with ourselves, with our mentality, with our minds, with our emotionality, with our hearts. And then we come to find out, hopefully that connection hasn't been destroyed in our youth, but in our adult life, we have to reconnect what we lost, the magic that we lost, the attributes of the connection between mind and heart. We have to feel it again in our bodies, right? Mind, heart, body, 3 of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. The moon right now is in Capricorn as I'm reading this, and then it'll go into Aquarius if it's maybe not already there. But it's like so many, there's a lot of like that transitional, there's a lot of mutability, right? Like Sagittarius and Pisces are both mutable signs. So they're both very karmic, those mutable signs, like Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, especially Sagittarius and Pisces, and then Virgo. They're all, and right now we're in the South Node in Virgo, which is like deep karma. That's the karma we have to work on. And like not like I know too, in my education and like learning, in my alchemizing, like not everyone, like the nodes aren't the most important thing in your chart. Like they're not. It is integration, right? But there may be, like I was saying earlier, there may be like something to take away. We do have Venus in Scorpio, like in the dark. I've been talking so much about the dark. In the dark, there's something to take. Even though you may not see it, you will see it, right? Because it's like so like look at how dark the Hangman is. Well, how did I learn tarot? Because I can read a card for like 10 minutes. One card. Look at how dark the Hangman, and then the light that the heron or the crane, I don't know, this water fowl bird or like alchemical bird, it brings the light, right? It brings the light to the dark. But there's like a little bit of light in the Hangman, the red eyes. The red eyes. Maybe you're taking flight overnight. Maybe you love caffeine as much as I do. Maybe you love someone. Maybe you love someone as much as I do. I don't know. I'm just being funny there, but and it's funny that earlier I blanked on the Cancer. Like I was like, I'm reading Aquarius 30. Why did I get flipped to Cancer? Cancer 8, which is so weird. All the synchronicities. I just acquired a new stone, and it's the Sorcerer's Stone. I don't know what it's called. I forget. I'm so sorry. But anyway, this is not about the gemstones. It's not about the stones. It's just the synchronicities are here, and I'm perceiving the synchronicity. Temperance is attributed to Sagittarius, but it does have a like that's the long haul, right? There's a starting point. The vision has to start from a certain point, or the road opens at a certain point. There's a gate, and then the gates open, and then you go on your path. So that's temperance, right? Like, you still have to be patient. You still have to be persevering. You first, you're patient, or you're patient and persevering. You're patient as you persevere, but also it's like protect yourself, ground yourself, believe in yourself, honor your strength, honor your courage, honor your ties to past. Don't be scared of your magic, the sorcery, right? Like, oh, okay. Oh my gosh, this dog is like visually impacting. Like, let me move this mic closer. Let me like not wow, I hope that this, I'm sure the side of the dog, look over here, y'all. Anyway, yes, the long road does start somewhere anyway. And if we backtrack to what are you thinking, you're thinking about taking the path on, or going on a new path, or your adventure already started. Actually, this is what you're feeling. You're feeling the heightened sensation of your adventure. You're feeling anew. You're feeling young, youthful again. You feel young again. Wow, the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Is someone feeling left out? This is timely. Mercury isn't currently in Taurus, and it is talking to many of the planets, including the Sun in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. Okay. So this is naturally, Five of Pentacles is like save up for a like a bill, or you have to pay more than you thought, or be cautious about it. Also, there's a lot about like Five of Pentacles is always like the shift in perspective, why you were left out, or feeling like you have to leave, or feeling like you were kicked out. But honestly, it's Five of Pentacles is for the better, because you're meant to shift this vibe. You're meant to shift the vibe. You're meant to shift your mentality. You're meant to earn more, regardless of whether it's financial or bodily, right? Like physical health, things like that, mental health. Anyway, I'm neither a professional there or here, but definitely who taught me tarot. I've had a lot of great teachers, but like I can read a card for like ever. And I really do love that. Like I'm not lying. I love like a long reading. And then we have the World card. What are you thinking? You're thinking run the world, like you're around the world. You're thinking like big, the world. Major Arcana 21, you have three major arcanas, three secrets unfold. And you are the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So Leo vibes, right? Alchemical vibes. Like you're a smart cookie, and you are fiery. You're very a go-getter, or you've been instigated, or there's a fire lit under you. You've been moved, you like physically or internally, spiritually or emotionally, all sorts of things. The mind is here too. Karma is here. It's like, maybe you thought this was bad karma. Maybe it feels bad, but it's going to feel good. Once you, as they say, let it happen, it's going to feel so good. I know that song gets me. Okay. Y'all, what's good? The world. I mean, we started, the first card that came out is the world. You're seen online. Okay. Are you blue? True blue. Blue, oh so lonesome, right? Okay, are you country? Me too, baby. I'm country. Okay, I'm worldly. I'm country. Y'all, I'm so sorry. What is happening? Okay. Clear, 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 here. Clarity, clear, quartz. Y'all, every time I say, stop it with the stupid stones, Armando, stop it. I'm like, more stones. Give me more stones. Okay. Yeah, lots of Taurus vibes, okay? Maybe you left during Taurus season. Maybe you moved. Maybe you were moved, like all sorts of ways, right? Maybe you've been hit with a download that's like, yo, I know this. I know about this. I know what to do. Or maybe you left everyone out in the cold. Maybe, I mean, there's a polar bear on that card. That's cold, right? All right, so what are people feeling about you, right? What do we care? Yeah, I guess. I mean, tarot, we can gossip a little bit. It's a juicy moon, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not kidding. Like, this song has come up recently, maybe during the Taurus season. This White Stripes song, In the Cold, Cold Night. I think that it's like a duo, right? The man and the woman. The woman sings this one, In the Cold, Cold Night. There is something to say about, like, it does involve, like, it's a relationship or some sort of relationship. Doesn't have to be love, but those two are in love. Aren't they married or something? Okay, look, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is independent yet domestic, right? Wow, next to the Page of Swords. Oh my God, what are they thinking about you? They're thinking about you, all right. They're thinking you're gone. They're thinking you're witchy. You're too cool for school, and that's not a dig. That's the truth. You're witchy. You're a tarot reader. You're hip. You're online. You're a star. You're cute. You're pretty. You're handsome. You're amazing. Okay, you are attractive AF. You're hot. Yeah, I mean, like this bird with the swords, with the Page of Swords, the seat of the throne of air. We have the seat of the throne of fire, the seat of the throne of air. We have two pages, and then we have a queen. You are no match. They want a match with. Do they want a match? They want to swipe. I don't know which direction you swipe. Like, do you? I don't know. Yo, I have awful ADHD that I'm like, okay, I swiped, and then I'm like, no more swiping. Put the phone down. Okay, they want to swipe on you. I don't know which way people swipe. I don't know. Why is this so funny to me? Y'all got me cracking up. I'm like turning red over here. Okay. Look, you're a fire sign. You're a Sag. You're a Pisces. You're an Aries. You've got Pisces in you, or you're just like very psychic. You're a tarot reader. Like I said, you're online. You're at home. You're online. You're a work from home. You're beautiful. You're blessed. Okay. You deserve it. You deserve the best. People see this. People see that you deserve good. People see that they are not a match, but yet they want to match. They want to be your match. They want to be yours. They want you to be theirs. funny. This is not a love reading, but it's like people want you in their lives. And you're like, yo, you got to be smart. You got to be quick. You got to be cool. You got to be like, come on, like we got to go. You've got ties to the moon. Is your moon in Pisces or Aries? Is your moon in Leo? I don't know. You might be all rolled up in a cute little package, but like you're bigger than a cute little package. You're like too hot to handle. And that's not, again, none of these are digs. These are like good vibe. This is what people are thinking about you, right? Like that's what they think about you. A lot of people watch you. I mean, are people, is someone watching you, or like, no, it's like, this is Aquarius, right? Page of Swords. For me, yeah, the way I read it. Who made this? Who taught you how to read? I remember my first deck was like, I just was having a convo with one of my Scorpios about this. I'm like, my first deck was given to me, right, by my Pisces Aries friend, which is so weird. Not weird like that, but like synchronicities. And it was one of them. It's like the Martial, which is like symbol, like coins and swords, and it's like, how do you even know what card this is? And then eventually I got like, I skipped the Rider-Waite-Smith and I went into like this stuff, this like witchy deck, very Kabbalistic, alchemy, baby, alchemy. Okay. And then I did train with a bunch of other witches. Okay, look, like you're online, you're hella online, you're hella Leo, you're a Leo at the sun, or you've got fifth house placements, or your time is coming and people know it, people sense it, people are like, yo, they are the spotlight is on you, and if it's not, it's coming. It does feel like it's backtracked, right? Like you're too fast, you're too quick, like Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack freaking flew away from the Scorpio. Did you fly away from a Scorpio? They always stay. The Scorpios always stay, right? Like, do they move? I'm kidding. I know. I'm like, I always talk mess about Scorpios. I like you guys. I love my Scorpios. In my youth, I was so mad at one of my best friends who's a Scorpio, but like we came back together and we're best friends. Like we've always been. Even when I was a dummy and I was a little dummy and I was like, meh. Like I'm like, they're still, I'm like, we're still part of each other's lives. Like I finally had to grow up, right? And then I'm like, wait, I mean, everyone has to grow up. Okay. What's your takeaway? What's the takeaway for the collective? Okay. You are a spiritual leader, aren't you? You're a spiritual person. You're well reserved. Maybe you used to be like very out there, right? Like you used to be the life of the party, but now you're like the life of the home, the life of the homestead. Or you also, I mean, you still go out. I'm not saying you don't. Maybe this is your message. Go out. But what's the takeaway, please? Look, that community card wanted to pop out. 10 of Pentacles. Mercury in Virgo, right? See, you care. People know you care. Or at least people want you to care about them. And you're like, yo, I've got a whole family. I've got things to do. Or like your guides guide you. You're like, people know you're guided by the light. Page of Swords, the Sun. And like, you're on the go. The Queen of Swords. I'm like getting the tip of the hat to you. So no, I can't stay too long. I've got places to be. I've got people to read. I've got places to go. Okay, 2 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords. You're definitely psychic. You're scorpionic. Okay. Wow. What's the takeaway? The takeaway is the shift in perspective. 5 of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus. It does give me like the take. You are taking it away, or what are you taking away? Wow. This could be like literally you're taking away something from someone, or you were taken away from someone or something. And none of this is like dark, but is it? It's like in the dark night. Maybe you were taken away by spirit, like spirit took you away. I don't mean this in like a mortality. I mean like because there is like some sort of like magical across ancient lands. Maybe perceiving that you are left out, and like they left you out. This is spiritual. 55, 55, 44. Okay. We have to be left out. Some of us, we have to honor that as our karmic path, and then there's a retribution, right? Like there's the reward. There's like, hey, finally you realize why you were left out, or why because you kept leaving yourself out. Understanding what you have to save for now, understanding that where your money goes now too. Like there's a lot about like flow, go with the flow. I don't know. What's the takeaway, please? We have the throne of emotions, throne of love, or the seat, right? The seat of love. Can we get a thumbnail, please? Yo, I know I'm wild. I'm wild, and I got a lot of sun. That's my excuse. Look, it's right there. It's right there. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse next to the 5 of Pentacles. You aren't putting, you put your money where your mouth is, because you have the Queen of Swords. You're like, no. Okay, it might have taken a big, like maybe what you were working on, it took up your money. Okay, loss of money, but like because Lord of success unfulfilled. Okay, Lord of loss of wealth, and then the freaking Queen of Swords is, you're like, no more, no mas. I'm not giving any more. Okay, you're not giving any more to that situation. That's your takeaway. Your takeaway is that you were taken away. They were taken away from you. You've all been taken away from each other. Okay, there's a separation. Queen of Swords, easy, right? Separation. Why? Love. Because there was no love. Because it was like all about like how much money. Maybe you didn't even know. You were like, I don't know. Like like coming out of financial loss and ruin is the way I see this. Wow, y'all got me toe up over here. I think you're shifting like it's not even like a career thing. It's like moving, like the mind has to move. Okay, like to stay too stuck. We started the message like that. To stay too stuck. You gotta move the mind, because even if you didn't, which I hope you didn't, but like, you know, we sometimes do lose money. We lose out, we lose a job, we lose this or that. We feel left out. I think that maybe it is like that keen intelligence, like shifting from perceiving and working on and committing to that which is not successful, that which is, there was something that was like you were working on that, or people were working on you, like it has that magical vibe again, right? Like someone was working on doing work on you and you said no. Maybe you worked on yourself. Maybe we can be less dramatic about it, and it's like you've worked on yourself, you received clarity. We have two queens here, and this is about the mind, and this is about the body, this is about your health and your creativity, okay? And how you apply intelligence, and like what you were working on was no bueno, no good, okay? And now you bring like some sort of like self-love, self-healing, or the Mercury reminds you like bring love into the mind, okay? Now maybe you're rewarded with love, love on the brain, right? Wow. Alrighty there. To me, this is good coming out of like the show, right? Like, oh. You gotta dust yourself off and try again, right, dog? They certainly do. Scorpio keeps trying to pop up too. Scorpio keeps trying to pop up too. Here we have masculine Scorpio. But you know, King of Cups is very well could be Pisces as well. It doesn't have to be masculine, but this is back at it. It's almost like you had to apply a little bit of reservation, right? With the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups, you have to be reserved, or you have to bring love into the mind, and then it's tough between the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords to be like, what are your reservations? Where are your reservations? Making reservations, being too reserved in some aspect in your emotions, or not being reserved enough. Tit for tat, right? Like incompatibility, honoring who isn't incompatible with you, who is not compatible with you, who you're not compatible with. And then it's like they're like at your feet. The dog is at your feet. Oh, there's monitors, right? We have the Page of Swords here. Your guides got you in a way, like you are guided by the light, okay? Also, they fall at your feet. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, well, like, where were you when we were supposed to be working on it, right? Like, where were you? I've been hot all along. I'm the freaking sun. I'm like burning hot. I'm burning up, baby. Where were you when I was burning up for you, okay? Nowhere to be found, okay? but like staring, looking, always looking and always staring, always watching. Watch this. Right? Okay, can we just chill out? Can we get a oh my gosh. Can we get an outcome, please? Can we get an outcome for the collective? Moon in Aquarius. It's wild. It's free, baby. Okay. Movement. Mental health. In check. Okay. Mental, physical. Maybe that was a block, right? Mercury and Taurus. 5 of Pentacles. The mind. Oh my goodness. Look. Something rises. Something rising when you move. When you move, they move, right? 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is the moon in freaking... I'm sorry. It's Mercury in Aquarius. Sometimes I say it's the moon, but it's Mercury in Aquarius. 2nd decan, okay? Smack dab in the middle. Okay, are you meet in the middle, finally? I don't know, you're meeting yourself in the middle. You're like, out of here, out of there. Okay, going elsewhere. You can go your own way. And you did. You said, out of here, okay? But this is like little bits of transformation, little bits of change, mental, like relief. Boom, big change, alchemy. Talk about it. 2 of Cups with the Caduceus. Alchemy, baby. Alchemy, okay? This is you befriending you being your friend. Also, look, the Queen of Wands once again shows up. This is the outcome, is that you were never without you. You were never like apart from you, but you're different. You've grown. Like it's a new sensation of you. It's almost like a new level of psychic, or like even like looking at, listening to, watching different things. Maybe you were a country, maybe you were from the country, and now you're worldly, you're global. Okay, maybe you're both, maybe you're all things like that. You're country and global. It's fine. Maybe you're in the country because you're like, I need a break. Page of Wands once again. Maybe you visited countries, right? And they taught you something about you. Okay. We have Scorpio fall. We have Aries spring. Okay. Can we get a collective? What's good? Y'all are wild over here. This is a fabulous moon. I love a quarter moon. A last quarter moon is like, release that, let it go. You got bigger, better coming at you. You've actually like done the work. You've seeded something after having done all the tilling, the adding nutrients to the groundwork, root work, where you were doing groundwork, root work. That wasn't, you had to move away from that because it was like depleting your mentality, your mind, your money, or vice versa, right? Like they go hand in hand. This is cool. Okay. New friendships though arise. Relying on friendships, becoming a friend to yourself, befriending yourself in your independence. Wow, what a beautiful outcome here. Okay. Just trying to secure the thumbnail, baby. You are securing something. I don't know. Securing lands, like out there, out and about, out in the land. Okay. You're online, even if you're out there in the land, sunflowers, fields of flowers. Wow. Isn't that Aquarius 30? where there was once a perception of like nothing grows, right? Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, nothing grows. Well, you got out of there, Six of Swords. You said, no, let me take my money elsewhere. Let me take my time, money. Let me see about this friend. Let me see about this friendship. Let me see about this love, okay? It's beautiful. We do have Cancer vibrations, which is Venus in Cancer. Wow. We went from the Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Cancer, like love, right? Love, melting the ice, cheers, clinking, cling, progressive, independent, not at a loss, domestic but fun, okay? Party but domestic, party but home, okay? Home party, new home, I don't know. Or this is just like a lot, like home is where the heart is too, right? Clarity of mind and heart. We started the message that way. Body that connects the body. King of Cups, heart. Queen of Swords, mind. Queen of Wands, body, okay? A total transformation of all bodies of you, okay? Many bodies of water. Maybe it's alchemy, right? It's triggered, okay? You see the fields of flowers. I honor you. I honor this wild path that you are on. I see true blue beauty, right? We honor you, and we send you a lot of love, a lot of light out of the dark, right? As you integrate, as you process alchemy, death card. We didn't call it, we just read it. Wish good.